Such a freaking idiot.
Yeah. Anyway, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to today's Cashflow Digital, where we're joined by the King is back. It's the first time we've all been together since maybe February or something.
I think it's been longer than that.
Yeah. But before we go into anything like that, do check out the channel sponsor, Mr. Randy Rodet, who is here in person.
Randy Rodeo.
The, the link is
Hey,
below.
how are you mispronouncing Otis? Was it because you were saying Otis or not not ODYS or what?
So
Did
yeah,
that come up?
yeah, dude. So I don't know how it came up. I think it was mentioned on Empire Flippers webinar, and Alex was on, and he's like, "Yeah, for the last few years, Craig's been fucking missed."
What's the right way?
It's ODYS.
No. That's what I've been calling it, dude. It's
What is it?
Otis.
Oh, it is Otis? That's how I always pronounced it. But what does Otis mean?
Our means your SEO. It's
I like ODYS, bro.
Yeah, I like Otis.
Anyway,
Yeah. Speaking of Randy Rodeo.
Yeah, Randy Rodeo. Link below. 38 digital market press releases. So Randy Rodeo, but he is also another guy. When I first met him, I think I kept calling him the wrong name. He's like, Craig, it's Randy Rodet. I don't even know what I was calling him.
I mean, I've always said Randy Rhodes.
Yeah.
Randy Rhodes. But do you know what, Alex? I said to Alex, dude, why didn't you fucking tell me something? Like, I was calling your company the wrong name.
Like when you have a fucking booger in your nose and no one lets you know, dude.
Yeah, but it worked out well. And it's always that argument. People, what do you call SEMrush?
SEMrush.
SEMrush.
There you go. So people do all sorts of weird shit. So
SEMrush is too clunky.
Yeah.
It's not SEM. It's not SEM marketing, bro.
38 digital market. That just throws off the tongue. 38 digital market. But ODYS, that's a hard thing to say, man.
Yeah, 38 digital markets straightforward. Fiverr straightforward.
Legit. All of them.
Craig Campbell, SEO, is straightforward.
Dude, I'll tell you a funny story.
That was creative of you.
Dude. No, it gets better. It gets better than that, right? So there's a few local guys that I talked to. One of them called Mark Lawrence, and he goes, "Yeah, I've got a new domain. What is it? It's markslawrenceseo.com." Anyway, they all start getting. So I've got the private regi plate on the car which says C1 SEO. These guys have all got like M1 SEO, G1 SEO, and then I've got a new friend who recently got into the SEO space, and he says, "Dude, I've launched my new business." I said, "Please don't tell me it's called his name plus SEO." And he's like, "Yeah." So every motherfucker in Glasgow is called their name plus SEO. It's fucking hilarious, man. Real creative shit. It still doesn't beat Andy saying, "Craig, why the fuck is that guy calling himself Mike Pierce and he's calling himself Jordan?"
Yeah, I called him on that.
Like, oh,
that happened?
Yeah, he's like, "Craig, I don't understand why he's replying to me from Mike Pierce email, but he's calling himself Jordan all over Facebook." And I'm like, "Dude, it's two different fucking people. What the
look
fuck?"
Entirely different. Yeah.
Oh man, it was funny. He's like, "Don't tell Mike I said that." And the first thing I did was
tell me. The first thing I did was message him.
Oh, funny, man. Anyway, hello to everyone. Tonya.
Oh, good, Tanya. We're here. Yes.
Everyone else. Fred. Honey. How are you? I'm good. Brad, how are you?
I'm all right.
He's all right.
Thanks for asking me.
My HTML builder bot, I just ran it like right before this. I was rushing, and I left a bunch of text on there I didn't want. So I'm going to have to go back and redo it. That's how I am, Craig. Everything else looks good, though. It's solid. I'm going to be able to shit out. I just use ZimWriter to create like a huge bank of content. put a bunch of images in a folder, and then tell the shit to go, and it produces a bunch of HTML pages. But I left this in the template. The biggest pain in the ass with HTML is the template. So
you use ZimWriter, you said there.
Yeah, just because they've got the bulk feature. That's the only reason.
Good hell. The first time you've ever used a tool made this side of the
I
same.
use all kinds. SERP Shaker. Yeah, that was. It still works. It was funny because I was talking to someone, and he's like making all these ZimWriter pages and everything. He's like, now I've got to do blah 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 plus state for everyone. I got to do this 50 times and shit like that. I'm like, bro, why don't you just use SERP Shaker? He's like, oh, it's fucking brilliant. He's like, I'll do that. So he did that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yes.
I don't know. That makes me think of a couple different things, but without seeing it, I couldn't answer it.
Backlinks from mass
I often see backlinks generated pages within a folder with random letters and numbers in the name. Are those PBNs or hacked websites? What software makes those?
It could be their own software. Probably pulling from some type of feed. I in the rehab industry, there's all kinds of directories and shit that'll, as soon as you put a page out there, it'll start pulling in. As soon as it gets crawled, it'll start pulling into their directory and make a nice looking listing backlink. The DR on the sites aren't that great, but I don't think they really care, and it's relevant. So,
but yeah, I can't see that being a PBN though. You can control the fucking.
It's got to be from like some type of data feed. That's why I'm seeing a lot all over the place more so recently than in the past. Is just people.
You'd be surprised, dude. I was looking at this dude from Ukraine, talking to him yesterday, and looking at his network, and it's all of that, and it's a PBN.
Yeah, could be. I mean, they look halfway real. You go to it, you're like, yeah, this guy did a good job of making a shitty site, but it's
bro, this looked like almond shit, BSCalized or whatever that was, just close.
Oh, that was terrible. Yeah,
like it looks like that, like it's first gen stuff, but it worked.
Yes,
it works.
Lead gadget.
Bro, did you see that post by what's his face?
Brian?
That they're restarting the lead gadget.
I sent it to you, but then you
is that where I saw it from?
Yeah. It was over that weekend that you went on vacation.
I did go on vacation.
Yeah. But yeah, that was what it's from. It's a review thing or something. I don't know.
They're doing like call reviews or something like that.
Yeah.
He was in Juvenile Hall where Mike Tyson was.
I remember, yeah. That's what they call me at the gym. They call me White Tyson, Craig.
White Tyson?
Yeah. White Tyson, bro. White Tyson, yeah. Mike the Hardem. Yeah.
Yeah, Pike Tyson or something, not fucking Mike.
I said White.
White
Tyson.
Pike. Yeah.
White Pike.
White Tyson.
Mike.
Meat.
But Anthony Russell wants to know, what's the name of that tool? How do you pronounce it?
What tool?
The one that is just kind of
Ahref.
What do you call it? Ahref?
Yeah. Because Ahref is it's too Slavic for me.
Yeah.
Ahref.
Yeah, I'm an Ahrefs.
Yeah.
That's what I call it.
I don't call it.
He just uses it.
Cog.
What is your favorite framework for choosing tier 2, 3 link anchors? Skip 3. That's a waste of time.
Market is the easiest. Market.
And 2, just don't. I mean, because you're just a page rank volume play usually at tier 2 anyways. So just randomize the shit.
Scrape all of your competitors' anchor text, remove their brand name, and then use that.
That's usually where I'm at on tier 1, though.
Yeah, you can do that too. I don't build that much I don't build a ton. I don't know. But anyway.
Which one is best?
Ahrefs, I like. But just because I've always used it.
I like SEMrush.
Yeah,
I like their data. Their clickstream data is really good, but you have to spend at least $500 a month to get access to it. So it's from a startup, from like just doing SEO, like regular SEO research, Ahrefs.
Come on, you.
Well, for someone who doesn't have money to spend, 500 or 1,000 a month on a single tool.
Like me. That's why I have Ahrefs.
That's why you just don't like change, bro. You're a Republican.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. Like Barack Obama said, it's time for a change. Yeah.
But Brad, you're not paying the full price for Ahrefs, surely. You don't use a group buy or some fucking thing.
I don't. A group buy requires teamwork. Do I seem like someone that would be a valuable part of a team?
I
don't like. I don't like people looking at my shit with the group buy.
I don't. I hardly ever like Brad looking at my shit. Makes me
because I'll try and figure it out. Then you've just made your new competitor. Yeah.
Toilet paper.
Oh man,
I would never group buy and put my info into a group like that. Doesn't make any sense to me.
Mike doesn't even talk to other SEOs. You guy.
I told Andy the other day. I go, it's like 3 people I talk to, dude. One of them is in Australia, and he only comes out every couple months. So my friends don't come and play.
Mike doesn't trust anyone.
I had a guy at the gym. For some reason, randomly asked me. He's like, "You got any conferences coming up or anything?" Dude didn't even know what I did. I was like, "Huh? No, I try and avoid."
He just randomly asked.
Yeah, I'm like, "What?" He has to have a conference coming up for like whatever industry.
He wanted a conversation with a like-minded individual.
Yeah, he didn't get it. Because I was like, no, I hate the people in my fucking
industry. Vivek, get away, dude.
Yeah, Kenny's gonna be there.
Vivek's not allowed in here.
Is there any way to trigger Google to start shuffling the SERP around without making major changes to
like the SERP or your site?
Yeah, the SERP, if it's a new query, it's going to jump around a lot anyway. So you got to throw off the intent of.
You can throw off volume and shit too, but it's not really usually worth it unless you're in particular markets doing particular things. Vivek, leave. Go to bed, dude. It's like 10 p.m. there.
When you're buying expired domains to rebuild and link to your money site, how soon do links from the rebuild start improving your rankings? 1 of 2. Is there a 2 of 2? There is a 2 of 2. How long does it take to get a return on investment? Any correlation with the price of the domain? What kind of domains work fastest? The quickest ROI would be if you can find some solid expired domains because you're paying less for them. Therefore, your return doesn't have to be as high. From what I've seen with the larger Otis style domains, you still got to do a shit ton of content. So it's going to be a little while to recoup that money just because it's a larger chunk of money. What was the first question?
How long does it?
1 of 2. What was 1 of 2? Yeah, go back to 1 of 2 real quick.
So there you go.
Yeah, buy expired domain to rebuild. I mean, they got her. Mike disappeared. He went on a vacation. He's like, I've worked a solid 18 minutes. I'm out. If it's a solid domain, you're going to see. I mean, it all comes down to keyword research and building out like a solid on-page, having a solid on-page strategy. That is going to make your links push a lot quicker. I avoid linking as long as I can, just because that's when you get into a higher expense. That's why I build out the mini nets. And like I said, I forget to link from them because they were making me money. So usually they start making me money as soon as they can index and start ranking. So depending on your niche, your keyword, etc., it depends on how long it takes for your shit to pop.
This is why you don't piss off Vivek, dude, because I just had a blue screen of death, bro, after I kept telling him to leave and he couldn't be here. My computer crashed. Dude.
That's what you get, I guess.
I need to go look at the log.
Is he from Deck 11?
No, he is from Aphex Media.
Is that Aphex? Yeah, that's right.
What, Vivek's from Aphex Media?
Yeah.
He's got a hell of a staff.
Vivek's came in here loads of times before. I didn't realise that's where he was from.
Is that him?
Is that actually you, Vivek?
Yeah, that's him, dude.
Or is that when Mike was at your condo?
Yeah, that's me at his house.
That's his camera. That's a nice house, Vivek.
Tonya again. Do you use SEO volatility tool?
No, I just do my thing. I don't worry about volatility and shit.
Mike?
No.
That from me as well, in case.
I don't use what I do. I try not to use many things. I used a lot of stuff over the years.
Come on down, Kenny. We can find a nice 2-bedroom apartment.
I had to fill out, like, for the doctor, I had to fill out, like, a thing on drug history.
Dude, so 2 days later.
Off except for one thing, bro.
What was the one thing?
Some random doctor medication that people abuse.
I was watching the new, it was a new stand-up. It's, shit, what's his name? He's a white dude. Corny looking guy, but apparently he was hooked on coke. And it was about his stint in rehab. And he's talking about, like, he's like, he had just bought a bunch of coke. He's like, and they had an intervention with, like, Fred Armisen and all those people. And he's like, okay, I'll go. But first, let me go to the bathroom to freshen up very quickly. It's good. Yeah.
Always.
Honestly, Kenny, I don't think AI is taking our jobs anytime soon. It might take your job, but I think it's going to allow you to hire fewer VAs, the people that are into that. And if you're like me, it's going to allow you to avoid hiring VAs as long as possible. Like I'll go into ChatGPT, and this is the kind of shit that I use it for. I'll copy the competitors' titles, like for a specific cluster that I want. I said, hey, write these in an SEO optimized format, and then I'll paste in all the titles, and it'll do that. And I'm like, okay, cool. Give me the slugs, SEO optimized slugs form. I don't have to think about that.
I don't deny, bro.
Yeah.
I don't deny.
Anyway, what the hell's a Takaya?
I don't know.
It's the denial of a religious belief.
Cool. Say no more. Vivek, I've written 210 posts. Buyer.
So you're gonna sell and you're gonna leave room in the market for the cluster for them to build something. Basically, you're gonna stop spending money and sell it, and then let them spend money, which is a good idea.
And sellers buyers like to go in and I can do this, this, and this. If you
make them feel good.
Yeah, if you've already done everything, then they don't see any room for improvement. So
I like that actually. That was a pretty nice little comment there. I need to leave space for the buyer. I love it, dude.
I can't take over the entire industry.
Oh crap!
God. Is there any way to rank a local website for the keyword roofing services San Diego in a month for a fresh domain?
It's going to be tough for that keyword, in my opinion.
0 guest posts.
Because you're starting from scratch, and you're going to have to, it's going to be tougher. But sure, there's a way. Bless you.
That's cool.
That's a good one.
There's a way.
Go wash your hands, sicko.
I don't think it's link related though.
Yeah. Virility.
Loud egg.
How you get pregnant?
Yeah. It's the only way. Joe, do you always want a Gmail per PBN affiliate site?
Not necessary.
How many do you guys do? Because I teach that shit.
How many URLs per, how many domains in a specific Gmail?
I think we had like 2,500 sites in a single spreadsheet in Google Drive at one point.
Nice. These are
so I mean, realistically, I don't think it really matters until you're on a radar at all.
That, and if you're not interlinking them, I've got a ton in like my personal Gmail just because I'm not interlinking them and don't plan on it. So they're just
I had someone ask me the other day. They're like, I said, add me to these sites or whatever. They're like, well, what do you think about adding one email to all these websites? I'm like, I don't give a shit, dude. We have accounts, the GSC accounts with tons of sites in them.
I mean, if you got, any client's going to add your normal email.
Yeah,
most of the time.
Exactly. But it also depends on your setup on the actual tech of the site and your registration. I think too, like it can have a different. At least that's what my head says is where I would worry a little bit more. Like on the registration, like when we were registering like hundreds of domains at the same time, and the registration leaks were there, and Google sees the registration leaks and the patterns. That's when they start to sweep and shit. That's where I might concern.
Well, that makes it easy, and we were buying cheap ass domains too.
All the same TLD and shit.
Yeah. .xyz's were awesome for a month or two.
And did Holly start to call them all up?
No, it was about the same time she was doing it. But then, no, Google gave them preferential treatment there for a little bit. And then we figured out that they would choose what to get preferential treatment to. Like a .live did well for a while. Yeah. And then .pro wouldn't do fuck for shit ever. So we would test that and see what got the best indexation rates. And it always came down to TLD. So then we would hammer that TLD. They would get the data they needed. They would de-index everything, but we already made our money back. So it was just like TLD rotation.
Fair play.
Yeah, that was Ketty.
Hitalib. Does link building work for Amazon and Etsy to bring traffic from Google?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I like Etsy. Like especially when you're in there, they'll pay for advertising. Like those are good properties. Especially Etsy's a good property to use for your ring around your site, right? If you're doing
the ring around your Rosie.
Ring around your Rosie. That's what she said.
Mm-hmm. All around that rim tray.
You're a bad influence on me, dude.
I've heard that. That's part of why I'm moving out this weekend. I'm not moving out. Can't get rid of me. It's a big website. I framed my page.
Like,
did they just, is that all that's on there? Is your iframe, is like your website iframed, or is it just iframe somewhere else? They've obviously got, I think they've got a more authoritative site than you, because we used to do that.
They're large. They have their page rank internally.
Yeah. So yeah, we used to be able to, you might still be able to do it. I just haven't had the need to.
I would just DMCA them.
Yeah. Get my content off of your website. Yeah. That's a good point.
When do you use your name on an affiliate site when it's under your area of expertise or brand?
I don't like to name anywhere.
Yeah, I'm not an expert in anything, so I don't. That doesn't pertain to me.
I'm not an expert in anything that Brad's not an expert in.
That's not much.
That's nothing.
The only thing I know is how little I know.
Yeah. But you could become the expert in the guys that don't know anything about anything.
Yeah, I should start a YouTube channel, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like one of those old school Ernest movies. Ernest goes to camp, Ernest, all that. It'd just be like that. BradStumblesThroughLife.com.
So you guys just use personas for everything?
Yeah.
Hey, dude, Mike, you might have heard of this. Brad, I'm not sure about you, but has anyone heard of John Pork?
Dude, I knew it, dude. I was looking at that shit the other day, dude, because it tried to friend me, bro.
Dude, John fucking Pork. No, dude, my fucking kid's shit scared of this fucking guy.
Yeah. I saw that thing. Yeah, that creeped me out.
Dude, that is a fucking...
That's a pity, man.
Oh, man, it's insane. But yeah, someone tried to friend me. So I'm messaging it on Facebook the other day, like, who the fuck's John Pork? And then all of a sudden, a John Pork tried to friend me on Facebook.
I got friends requests from John Pork, dude, like a couple days ago, bro.
Dude, same here. I thought it was one of you motherfuckers.
Dude, I looked at it because I don't really accept any of them unless there's like a strong connection to people or something. And I go over there, dude, and the profile's old. I mean, it's like freaking way old, but they just kicked it in, dude. Like, it's funny, dude.
Fucking, it's you motherfucker. I knew, as soon as you laughed there, dude, I knew it was you.
It's not me, bro. It's you, dude.
Dude, it's not me. Fucking motherfuckers, man. But, Joe, I think use your name where you are an expert and use a persona where you're not. Or whatever works. Fucking Robert Falco.
I mean, the age is like such a little thing in the actual algorithm. It's more of the cluster and the age of the backlink and the profile of the site and the history of the website and the console account. So I'm not going to say it's going to get better.
I wouldn't pay extra for it But if it's one that you can use, go ahead and throw it up.
I've got a domain I checked today. It's literally 19 years old, and it's never had a fucking website on it.
Like your girlfriend.
So it's just cost you, $100 and something bucks.
Yeah. So that could be a damn good strong domain, but nah, it's some shitty local one.
I mean, even if you had a page up though, and it had some backlinks, then you would have some benefit there and some history there. But
yeah.
Ah!
But Eric, citations, should they all be pointing to the homepage? Is it still directories? Examples of citation links, is it still directories and Web 2.0 profiles?
Anything with your business details.
Name, address, phone is a citation.
Your NAP would be a
But citation links traditionally are like the directory, like the Yelp style links.
But you can call them whatever you want. Rich media citations, 2.0 citation monkeys, but you're just kind of establishing the site, the brand.
Yeah.
Whatever.
As far as where they point, if they're already pointing to the homepage, keep them there. But if I'm starting fresh, I like to have it on an internal page because I can optimize that more precisely. So
that's never fresh.
Yeah, fresh, never frozen.
Got flipped, turned upside down.
Is that Fresh Prince?
Yeah, it was, bro. Yeah. If I build tier 1 and 2 before indexing the main website using GSA, does Google smash? I personally would prefer that you do it in a natural order of like if your website's not indexed and you're not pushing social, there's not a viral something going on. Like how the hell is anyone going to know to build a link to your website?
Yeah, unless it's just like straight up citation, like entity style.
That's why I like to build that ring first.
You stink? The fuck are you doing? Is that suntan lotion?
No, dude, my arms are peeling. My fucking tan's fading away. So yeah, I've got some fucking oil to make myself look good.
Where are you? I know an Airbnb, but what city?
Glasgow.
Oh, you just went out and got an Airbnb?
There's some guys in my house doing some work.
Yeah.
Ripped out the
Got kicked out by your wife.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, I bet there are some guys in the house doing work. Go on. Big jackhammer.
I asked for that one, right?
Yeah, you did. You messaged me beforehand. Said, here we go.
Reverse link indexing. Are you guys seeing any benefits from exact match domains?
Yeah.
Not as much as they once were, but I still think there's a little.
If you can make that the brand for it, but I mean, most of them are taken. Cheap car insurance was Jimmy's big one, but all of those type of domains are taken.
Don't build on 2.0s, build on your own domains.
Yeah.
Because eventually those will become something you can use to do something else anyways, and you'll make revenue. So 20 sites is a lot of freaking sites in a small niche.
Yeah. Grab your PBN site and then build your 2.0 entity around that if you want to utilize both. But I would go with the site always first.
Yeah, and I'd maybe focus on like top tier social and LinkedIn and crap rather than 2.0.
Yeah.
Go check out what people are doing with like Linktree and LinkPro and crap like that.
Linktree is a good one.
There's a lot, yeah.
But folks, keep the questions coming. And do check 38 Digital Market press releases. The link is below.
You can get your citations from your press releases.
Those are very good courses.
There's a bunch of like SEObuilder.com is another good citation place to use.
I like Yext, man.
A Yext, man. What about Bright Local?
I like Yext better if I had to pick between the two. Yext has a better API.
I've always liked Yext since they were broken and you could just take citations from them for free, dude.
Yeah.
They had a thing where you could sign up for free and put your citations in and remove the payment, and they would maintain it for you forever for free until they fixed it.
Here is a guy. I don't know if I told you this story. This is Lee. Did I tell you about the?
Yeah, he made the business, right?
Yeah.
The ears?
Yeah.
That's a great story, dude. I had to share that story with people. That was a freaking sick story, dude.
Lee,
again.
I need to get in touch so we can do a podcast, Lee. I'm back from America now, so I will be in touch. But anyway.
You never get back from America, dude.
You'll be back.
You.
When's your Vegas show?
August.
Is it August?
Are you coming?
We're doing a conga line. It's all Nazi-ish. Like, you have to go to dinner. You have to go to this after thing. You have to talk to people.
I don't have to do shit.
The speakers.
Yeah.
James said he wasn't going, bro, because he doesn't love you.
What hotel is it at?
It's
Caesars. Yeah.
Are you coming yet?
No, I'm not going.
Are you coming yet?
Out front of Caesars is the red tent. You got to go to that show. That's fucking amazing.
I'm gonna sit at the house and swim, dude.
No,
me and Mike are staying out in the sticks. We'll just drive in.
I would stay at the hotel.
Nah.
You're gonna have to go back and forth the whole fucking time. How many days is it?
2 or 3.
I'm not doing that. I'm walking downstairs. My hungover ass is crawling downstairs, and I present. And
I don't drink, bro.
Dude, I thought you weren't coming.
I'm not. I'm saying if I were there, I would be staying. I'll be there with a mustache on.
It's a very different experience at events for me now than it used to be, dude.
What's that?
It's a very different experience at an event now than it used to be.
I would imagine.
Yeah, you were in a bad way in Anaheim when I first met you.
He could just put it down.
Pissed for the whole 3-4 days, whatever the fuck it was on for. Don't think it's been sober. But hey, anyway, to answer Lee's question, Brad, you're probably the man for this. £50.
I usually don't have a $50 budget.
What would you buy though? Some Citations?
I guess it depends on what he's trying. I'd look for I'd probably try and do the content for free. Just grab it somewhere and use Cobot to spin it. Get the site built out, and then I would look for some kind of low cost linking. Tiered if you can, like a 2-tier. But $50 is going to be pretty low for that. So if it's locals, I guess you could go Citations and pray it fucking works. But yeah, it all depends. 50 is low. If you're only putting a $50 budget in, you got to think, how much money am I going to pull out of this? I hope to God it's more than 50. So it's like I put way more money into it. Like I'll order like $1,000 fiber gigs and shit all the time, but they work. So, and I know I'm going to make my money back.
Yeah. Anyway, Tonya, regarding your advice on skip tier 3, do you blast your tier 1 with GSA?
Hit your tier 1 with edits, right?
I would. And then potentially power those edits with GSA.
Yeah, if you want to go to tier 3.
Up to you. But edits, low cost, power.
What was the question? I'm sorry.
So you said skip tier 3. Do you blast your tier 1 with GSA?
No.
Just do edits.
Yeah. 3.6 or 3.9.
Yeah, like 10 to a link is good.
So hopefully that answers your question. Tonya, Mike, what were you Googling there?
Oh, someone said they saw a new feature in the SERPs and it's like 1.5 years, 2 years old. But I think it might be to the query that they're talking about.
It always is.
Fucking hell. Yeah, always is. But questions, folks, so we're going to get Mike Googling some weird shit.
All right, I got some stuff. Actually, everything crashed. What the hell?
All his tabs closed.
Oh, you know what? The Takia he was talking about is actually a skull cap, not what I thought it was. What the freak? There's a good one to buy. Oh yeah, this is it. No, there it is. All right, so on Reddit, John Mueller's answering dumb questions, it says.
Is that the name of his podcast?
Yeah, John, geotagging images and blogging frequency. In response to a question about geotagging images, I'm going to have to open my Reddit account if I don't have the question. Mueller stated it's unnecessary for SEO purposes. He also addressed the question of blogging frequency, suggesting that content creators should prioritize unique and compelling content over maintaining a consistent posting schedule. However, he acknowledged that regular posting might drive traffic and encourage new creators to review successful posts and expand those topics. He warned against fluffy content. The problem with trying to keep up a frequency is that it's easy to end up with mediocre, fluffy content, which search engine quality algorithms might pick up on and then assume the whole site is like that. Taking risks like this in the beginning when it's easy for you to start over is probably fine. Doing that in the long run will be painful when it catches up to you. All of this applies even more if you're taking shortcuts with Gen AI content. Gen AI, dude.
AI is the next bubble.
What are your thoughts there about fluffy content, boys?
All my content's fluffy.
Yeah. All my content's ChatGPT.
Yeah.
And fluffy.
Or sponge.
Replace the brand with your brand.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to be putting out other people's brands.
Unless you're actually doing a
And you don't want to have any DMCA issues either. So a lot of people don't like you mentioning their brand, so I just don't.
That tempura looks good, dude.
It does.
I want to know who
ChatGPT
is.
Oh, ChatGPT.
I just got that now that you said it. It took me a while, bro. ChatGPT.
Yeah.
I totally fucking didn't get that. Excuse me.
Anyway, when you look at competitors, I'm just looking at that fucking chippy. It looks fucking nice, by the way.
That looks like tempura. Is that actually just a?
Is it a shrimp tempura or is it fish?
Probably. He's probably British and eating like dirty food.
Yeah, fish and chips.
Anyway, we answered that one, right?
Yeah. He said, "Yeah, I can't even read it."
Lee, when you work with a big agency, what profit split do you take, i.e., large blue chip marketing agency with big brand clients, but no in-house talent?
It really depends on how much interaction I have to have with the client.
Yeah, big time. If we're being white labeled and insourced as staff, that's a big difference than just providing a service.
If you're offering the full service, then and you need to do all the talking and all the other hands-on shit.
I probably wouldn't do that at this point.
No more. Yeah, I probably wouldn't do it.
I've heard people get like just screwed over hardcore for that. Because I mean, then you're their slaves essentially. And you're sitting there in this fucking meeting listening to this dude. You're like, look, I'm only getting half this money and shit like that. Like in your head.
It's after expenses too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would, I mean, you could go 50-50 after expenses and then fluff up your expenses.
That's where I would be at. I would be at 50. Yeah. I'd have to talk to somebody.
Oh, minimum 50.
Yeah.
What? Otherwise, it's not worth it.
Yeah. So.
ChatGPT.
Rob Dino, how far would you go with related content from your main?
It's so
as far as you can.
It's dependent on what you're doing. I mean, you collect the data and write as many of those supporting articles as you have to fill out the cluster.
And you're not going to hurt yourself doing more articles, you know, unless you're just spitting out the same article over and over.
Yeah, just don't cannibalize yourself.
Yeah.
I mean,
But if your industry lends itself to that, the more the better.
And it's dependent on geo too. Like in different countries, like you'll look at the same query in like Australia versus South Africa versus America or something, and you'll see maybe there's 4 supporting articles in one of the countries, and then there's 20 in another one. You know, and if you're looking at your data right, you're going to know what those articles are and what you should write.
Exactly.
Or I just made that up.
Or you just copy the competition.
That's exactly what you do.
At least, at the very least, for a base, you copy the competition.
Pull all of it, sheet, then label it by intent.
Streaming for all, yeah.
It takes time, and not everyone can do it right. But It works very well.
That's how I make my content plans right now. Is I do that, especially for like a local. If I want to go, like, say, if I want to go, just
at least you're making a content plan, bro.
California. Well, I have to for Drew. So I send that over them, and I've got my SOP that they know how to use ZimWriter and optimize it, integrating Cog and Surfer and all that, and then they post it. And dude, for fucking rehabs the other day, it was talking about rehabilitation, and he just pulls it. It's not a big deal especially for Reagan, but he just pulls in random pictures from Surfer, because that's where, like, Surfer will allow you to do that. I think for Pixabay, they don't look at it and be like, yeah, that's not going to work, and then find another picture. They just use the first one that comes through. It's fucking prisoners in some jail, because it's talking about rehabilitation, like crip walking, or something. They're like playing games and
rights and shit.
I'm like, what the fuck? Someone's going to hit this page and see all these homies
Just
on the
update the SOP so he's pulling it out of the SERP, dude.
Yeah. But I'm afraid of doing that, because then I don't want him to go and pull something that, like, is going to give me him copyright either.
Oh, I would just take what's in there and just auto generate it. But talk to Mike. He wrote some code.
Yeah, ZimWriter now does I haven't fucked with it. What's the AI image creator?
Midjourney.
Yeah, it tells you what prompt to plug into Midjourney for the article. So
God, but that's such a pain in the ass, freaking, because they don't have an API, dude. Like, you need to write a bot for that, bro. Like, I have a server that just runs Midjourney if you want to use it and run the bot.
I need one. But yeah, it's it was just hilarious. But once it's indexing and all that shit, I'll just go in and fix it. But it's not a big deal. I just need to cluster up. Yeah.
Like, what the optimal image is changing quite a bit in different markets.
Yeah.
A lot. But
build a ton of links directly to the main website using GSA, but I index only high authority ones. Does this method work for a website? I really don't like using GSA unless you really know what you're doing, especially direct to the money site.
Yeah,
so
I don't use GSA.
I would skip over that method personally, but if you can make it work, more power to you.
Fluffy SEO says loud egg.
Is that already taken? Fluffy SEO? It's like an LBGTQ plus
you got a little milk on your mouth there, Brad. Just kidding, bro.
That wasn't milk.
Lemonade.
Links to your money site. Would you recommend using niche edits or guest posts? Niche edits probably over guest posts. What is your opinion? In your opinion, provides better cost benefit? Niche edits if they're cheaper.
It's going to be a cost benefit on niche edits for sure. But if you need topical, if you need topic and you need topic, traffic, and page rank, right? And the niche edits are going to be your source for page rank, no matter what.
Also, if you're showing a client the links and you know that they're going to be little bitches about, well, this one doesn't, exactly match up and shit like that, then go with the guest post.
Grab the guest post and then hit that with the edits.
Yeah.
Can you get the Sun to rank in Glasgow?
No, I've tried.
Doesn't happen, Joe.
No, I can. If there's no query involved.
I haven't used that.
I've not tried
I have no idea what it is.
Text bulker.
I have an assumption that it bulks out the content, but
I swear to God, someone mentions a new one of those every single day. I'm like, no, I'm going to stick to my process. But this is a lot cheaper. Yeah, but I have to rewrite the SOPs and blah, blah. I was like, I'm not going to worry about it. So.
It's not cheaper necessarily if you think about if you're doing it, like, say, with a edit type system and you're building page rank to your links at the same time. Like, it comes out in the long run cheaper to do it that way if you actually look at the money. But whatever.
I just say,
log in, baby.
Use what works for you.
Do you remember Blogger Generator?
I don't think so.
It's like 2000. I guess it was 2006 or so, or 5, and it just generated Blogger accounts and then posted like thousands of links to each one, and then pinged that shit to ping lists. That was amazing when that was all working.
Yeah.
But Text Bulker does exactly what we thought it does. Fucked it out.
I point the PBN. If the point of my PBN is to get 20 referring domains to every page of the money site, is it better to use Web 2.0?
Why do you want 20 referring domains to every page of your website? I've heard this rumor coming through from people like they need like 20 RD to each page. And this is coming from people we know, by the way, Brad, and I don't have anything that shows.
Ted is talking more about getting like the RD count up, right? Is that who you're talking about? Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why he uses press releases a lot.
I just don't see.
He's probably tested more than I have, so
I don't. I very much respect Ted, so there's a reason he's saying it. I don't see it.
He's using press releases specifically, as far as I know. So go for it, but I mean, it depends on. I mean, I'd want to be tiering to those 2.0s if you're going to be using them, and I would probably go with all branded. So then you could set up some type of IFTTT, get all your links back to it, and go from there. But yeah. And then if you're doing it on 2.0s, you're still going to have somewhat unique content for each one. That just seems like a pain in the ass. But you could probably set up a system or a bot or whatever.
I have to message Ted and see what he's actually saying, because I'm assuming there's something more to it than just.
It's cool to see the data behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, have you guys had any issues with ChatGPT articles or AI?
I haven't ever read one.
You haven't ever read one?
I just post them on the sites. Now, the only issue that the biggest issue I've had that I've seen is like if you're like writing like in the perspective of like a doctor or something, then it has a tendency, well, as a certified doctor, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, no, bro, we can't say that. So I just stopped putting that in there. I even did one with, Dr. Drew, the addiction.
Love line, bro.
Yeah, Love Line. And then he was on Celebrity Rehab.
Well, I still listened to that shit in the 90s, dude, on the radio. Like,
I loved it. Yeah, I'd stay up listening to that shit. It was good. I'd listen to it on the way home from school, but then halfway from when I was at IUS and halfway home, it would cut out. Like I would lose the radio station. So I'd be like, I knew I was getting up on like where I was going to lose it. So I'd slow down so I could finish the caller. And then once I like the caller finished, then I'd speed back up. But I put in from Dr. Drew Pinsky or whatever his last name is. And it made specific references to him. I, as Dr. Drew Pinsky, have had plenty of experience in that. So I was like, we can't do this either.
That's a good way to get that cease and desist.
Yeah. So that's the biggest issue I've had. Otherwise, I really don't like. I've read so many fucking rehab articles. They're all the same. They all mention like the same shit. You run cognitive SEO on them. Most of them, unless you're doing like inpatient versus outpatient, most of them are gonna, have very similar keyword sets from a base perspective. Like dual diagnosis, co-occurring, like is in every single fucking article you got to write. So, yeah, but that's the only issue I've had from it.
Hit a lib. Does churn and burn work with actions and copy the same content if it gets banned to a new website and repeat it, making the banned one 301 to the new one?
You just got to get a shit ton of AdSense accounts. So it wouldn't be worth it for me unless you have a system in place and okay, it's going to cost me this much to get it up and running, and I'm going to make X amount. If you've got that and you can scale it, then go for it. If not, if you don't know those numbers, then I wouldn't probably fuck around with it.
Out with the AdSense fucking around side of things. The content will be fine on a new domain.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say. As for the rest of it, it seems like a lot of hard work for very little money, especially where AdSense is concerned. So hopefully that helps you. Tonya, if your competitor has 10 to 20 weak links to the page, will you be able to outrank them for a bunch of keywords using only 2 to 3 stronger backlinks, extra long anchors to compensate for diversity?
pull the SERP backlink profile for everybody in there, and then remove duplicates and build that backlink profile.
Also, look at the overall authority of the competitor's site as well. That's
page rank. Look at everything you're doing and match the SERP. It goes with the next one too about silos linking together. Like,
yes, I would.
I mean, if it's like you potentially could have something in a separate silo that's a part of the cluster for the keyword, and
it links over. Yeah, it references.
You just need to not silo only. Have a category. A silo is just a freaking category. Is all it is on a website. So you need to be paying attention to what the cluster is there, and match the sites that are in the SERPs, because even if you're not internally linking, like that's important that you're hitting everything that the competitors are hitting.
Cool. Eric.
Meep.
Would a US toll-free number benefit? And is there anything I can do to drive custom to that?
I don't understand the question.
Oh, I'm not sure. You don't gain any benefit really by using a toll-free number, aside from you can use it nationwide, essentially. Where if I'm using a local number, I like to leave it in.
Usually you want to just hijack the number of your competitor and use that one.
You put out your competitor's number, just like their brand name. Yeah, exactly. Do that. That way they can benefit from the call. And then they call me and they're like, hey, thanks for sending me all these calls. I'm like, you're welcome. I provide SEO services. Would you like to be a client? And they're like, that would be fantastic.
It works every time.
Mm-hmm.
It's a new course. You can get it on Fiverr for $50 for a new site.
Yeah. For an earwax site.
Yeah.
That's gross, dude, that people do that.
You ever done one of those earwax kits? You just spray that shit in there.
That's disgusting, dude.
Yeah, no,
it feels so good though. Kelsey bought one of the ones where like it's got the camera.
That's like washing your hands all the time and using like freaking like hand sanitizer 35,000 times a day, dude.
Nurses.
Fuck that.
Says the guy with COVID 20 times.
Dude, I'm still struggling to shake that fucking cough away.
So the kids brought home some new thing, like
something new every fucking week.
I just tell everyone I can't get sick from my friends or the people I love, and then I don't get sick.
That's a good point. Then I get sick is what would happen to me right after.
But you don't like anyone except yourself, bro.
Yeah.
So you can't get sick from yourself, and that's probably true, unless I guess I don't know if you're stumbling down from your room hungover in Vegas, maybe you can get sick from yourself.
Yes.
So you coming to Vegas?
Mike is. I'm not going to Vegas. No.
I had to say, like, it depends where you're having it. And I have to go because they chose a venue because I can't go to certain places.
You wouldn't choose the win for
I'm just saying there's more than one place.
Yeah. You're allowed in MGM, right?
I think so.
Yeah. MGM, what's the one across the street from that, the big gold building? Not Trump.
We should have it at SLS, bro.
Yeah, you can't go there.
You
don't want to go there.
That's such a dirty spot, bro.
What, SLS?
Yeah.
Craig likes it. You just offended him.
Dude, no, I love the SLS.
It's trash.
I'm sure you do, bro.
Yeah.
You need that mirror on the ceiling, dude.
Sitting at the cabana. No, dude, I sat there with the family.
Uh-huh.
That was the wrong thing.
We're all a family.
I got a story for you about the SLS when we're in person, bro. About a guy that lives in Vegas and was friends with the mayor.
A black dude?
Yeah.
James
James
and the giant lips. They were luscious. I swear to God. He kept those things buttered up too. Yeah, he was.
Is one of you guys get a picture of Paris behind your head?
Paris Hilton?
Where?
It's not me.
If you're talking about me.
Oh, yeah, that's probably Paris.
Maybe, yeah.
I've just got pictures of all my wives on the wall behind me.
Polygamy. It's what's for dinner.
Dude, Alex, I do. And I miss you, man. I was looking at your invitation yesterday. And then I saw a guy that reminded me of you.
You could have your event at the Paris in Vegas. That one's okay.
Oh shit!
What is that restaurant called, or that hotel with the freaking Eiffel Tower up front?
The Paris.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's a creative name, dude.
What's the one with the Statue of Liberty out front?
SEO, dude.
What's the one with the Statue of Liberty out front? New York, New York? Yeah, that's it.
There you go.
You got to ride the coaster.
What's the one that's Rome or whatever? When you go inside and you look like you're in Rome and shit.
It's Venetian.
That's right. I probably had a room at every one of those at the same time.
You had a room at the Venetian and the TI at the same time.
The TI? What's that?
Treasure Island. You had a room there. But you wouldn't let Humiston stay there. So he had to sleep on the street. He's like, man, can you give me the car? Come on, let's go. Yeah.
I don't remember that.
He had nowhere to fucking stay. Oh, I wasn't staying with me. I'll tell you that. Wake up, bear hug.
Oh, dude.
Dude's got arms bigger than my fucking legs, Craig.
Yeah, he's shit. Dude. And he's doing well on YouTube now, dude.
Very well. Yeah, he's got
very
good personality for it. Yeah.
I have a competitor who uses comment spam directly to the money website, around 30 to 40 links, and I can't outrate them with 2 really strong links. So my theory is more RD. I am a big proponent of RD, but it's not like you need 20 to every page. It's just not the way it works.
You could build out more around the cluster. There's a lot you could do. You could re-optimize make sure that your on page is correct. Yeah, and then
I'm telling you, match your anchors to the market, and if you think about it, though, 30 to 40 comment links that are actually in the SERPs, those have page rank, man. You're passing a lot of page rank with those comments.
Yeah, if you can find, I mean, it's just hard to find solid comment gigs anymore. They got raped.
There is a reason why people use GSA. I don't use it, but there is a reason people do it.
Chris uses it a lot, right? Yeah, he says he talks about it.
And then so does like
Grindhouse.
Grindstone, man. Grindstone's cool because he lives out here too.
He lives in Idaho?
Yeah, that's where all the cool SEOs live, dude.
All 2 of you. Yeah. That's why I'm not allowed in Idaho.
Nobody can find you, and if they do find you, it's a really good place for people to disappear.
In the mine shaft.
And yeah.
Biggest
wilderness in the States besides Alaska.
Yeah, I go to West Virginia for that.
Almost heaven.
West Virginia. I just watched Hatfield and McCoy's, that movie, that like 3-part.
I want to watch it, dude. It looks good.
It's on Netflix. Yeah, it came out a long time ago, but it's good. Oh, yeah, it's solid. It's funny. Shut up, Alex.
Yeah.
Do a dance, Alex.
Oh, man. Poor Alex. Did Alex get married yet?
Poor girl.
You have to look at the pages that you're trying to rank and look at your page rank, your DR, right? Or whatever, the UR, whatever the heck you want to look at. Make sure you're matching your metrics, and you're doing this by cluster and topic. You know?
I have a feeling, Tanya, that you might need to add more content to this.
Yeah, there's a good chance you're missing pages in the topic. You're missing
keywords, phrases,
things on page. Yeah, your page entity. What?
And we don't know the keyword.
Oh yeah, I was looking at it, man, and I was like, I said, Steph, I'm like, they didn't put a freaking date on this. They got all the information, but there's no date.
Are you going?
Date was. What's that?
Are you going?
Yeah, I think I'm trying. I think I'm taking the whole family.
Nice. Anything less than a Rolex for Alex is blasphemy.
I'm going to Warhammer World when I'm out there.
I'm glad I'm not going.
Look what I'm painting, bro.
Warhammer.
From Lord of the Rings.
Is that a girlfriend from college?
That is, dude. Her name is Sally.
Paul Lovell has family in Idaho. You guys are in Idaho, right?
Me?
Yeah, someone's
I'm
in
not.
Idaho.
I'm out in West Virginia.
Yeah, John Denver. That's a glory land.
I live in John Denver.
Yeah, don't we all? There's a little John Denver in all of us.
3rd of August for AMW.
Dude, my niece texted me yesterday and said we're in Utah for a couple days, and then we'll be at your house for a few days.
That's the first you'd heard of it?
Well, my sister said that she was thinking she's traveling the country just like really well on Instagram, and
send me your profile.
No, dude.
Please.
No, bro.
I want to see it.
No, dude. So my daughter goes, she took my idea.
That's what Instagram bitches do.
Everyone's idea is that, dude. To go on social media and just be able to travel. Nobody takes the initiative and does it, though.
That's what Brian wants to do. He wants to be a YouTuber, not Instagram. But
he should.
Yeah.
He could be a one bro.
I fucking live with a young Jake and Logan Paul. They're crazy.
Jeez.
Also, go to the first one. Are we getting links from register guest posting sites I'm using to rank for local SEO terms even now, but I doubt it may harm in future or will not work for niche sites. Also, Google is penalizing the guest post sites nowadays, so another bad signal.
Just look, make sure you're not building them on sites that aren't valuable for you.
Yeah, it just really depends on where you're getting the guest posts and edits from, but they still work for us.
Because it's on site.
But anyway, guys, we made it through the hour.
Thank God. Jesus Christ. Are we off air? Because I hate this fucking show. Oh, we're still live? Sorry, I love this one.
Guys, do check out 30.
I have to go fix my freaking water, dude. My well's almost dry, bro. I'm literally running out of water on the house. But
already?
Yeah, dude. Like, so it's because of the winter, and we need the flood irrigation to start. So I'm starting to irrigate the field and everything, and we should get water back soon. We have it, but it's low, dude. To the point where I told everyone they have to use paper plates and like works, and I bought water and stuff.
And then you turn around and they're fucking washing the paper plates, and you're like, "What are you doing?"
Kids are annoying, dude.
You can't put those in the dishwasher. Oh, I know they're annoying.
Oh man.
Bye, Maeve.
Bye, Maeve. Bye, everyone.
Bye, for the win.
See you soon.